Okay, so very quick video for Adrian Hart. He put a comment in one of the videos that he was surprised with the sound of the cymbals, in particular splashes, and he was more surprised because they were Stagg. Alright, so here we go. They're all Stagg. I will run you through all the different series in here. But all the splashes, this is the 10-inch, are the Sensa Exo medium splashes. So that's the 10-inch. It comes with a raw bell, but only on the outside. On the inside is a lathe bell as well. They're all brilliant finish and they sound great. And on the splashes I do have the 3 available sizes, which are the 8. So the 8 is right there, the 10, and then the 12. We'll go through them in a bit, sound wise. Then on the crashes, these are the new and redesigned Myra series. Myra was the series that Stagg had a long time ago, and then they discontinued them, and they were quite popular with the sort of like rock and metal guys because it was quite a heavier sounding cymbal. So eventually people were asking them for them to be brought back, and here they are again. So these are the new Myra range, and in here I have a 17 crash, a 19 crash, and an 18 on my right here. Then when it comes to the ride, this came at the same time that they released the new Myras, and it's called the Myra Raw. So it's still like all the cymbals in here are B20, by the way. All the Myras and the Myra Raw are, as long as the Sensa Exos here, they're all hand hammered. So you can see, especially, in fact, I'm going to try and take this out. So hopefully the camera will pick this up. But you can see all the hammering marks on them, and they're not consistent. So they're all, some of them are very close together, like these 3 here overlap, some have spaces in between. They are all hand hammered, they are all B12. This Myra Raw keeps a raw finish on the top of the cymbal, but it is lathed underneath. It gives it a nice sort of attack on the cymbals, quite defined, and bearing in mind the sticks that I'm using, I don't use nylon tips, I use always wood tips on a barrel shape, and these are the Vater FatBack 3As, which I found a while ago. I've always been 5A all throughout my life, so American Classic Vickford 5As have always been on my stick bag since I was 15, when I started playing properly and making some money out of it. But over the years I tried many different sticks and always ended up reverting back to acorn tip, wood tip on the Vickford American Classic. Then I started changing and I tried the Vater Fusion, which I like. I tried the Vater GS5A, so the Gospel Series 5A, which I also like. But then I came across the FatBack 3As and I was like, okay. It's a hickory stick, barrel tip, wood, but it just, once I tried them, I was like, where have they all been all my life? But now here they are, and these are now the sticks in my stick bag, alongside a couple of pairs of GS5As and a couple of pairs of Fusions as well. So that's it. Hi-hats here, they are the Genghis Classics. There's also the Genghis Dual, which is a cymbal with a dual finish. But these are Genghis Classics, 15-inch, again B20 hand hammered. And they just sound great as well. And then in here, the China is a Sensa, again B20 hand hammered, but it's a 20-inch Sizzle China because it has rivets. But I love it, and it's been here ever since. So it is a bit of a composition of different series from Stagg on the kit. So Genghis Classic, here we have the Sensa Exos on the 3 splashes, then we have the Myra crashes, and then I have the Myra Raw, Ride, and the Sensa 20-inch China. So they're all really cool. So if we just go through, let's say, the splashes that you like, So that's how they all sound. Please bear in mind that the sound that you're hearing here is just from my iPhone. So there's no EQ or anything. So like I said to you previously on the comment that I left for you, I wanted to try and get just the most raw sound possible for you to actually listen to it. But although on the videos there's some EQ on the overheads, on the toms and everything, but if you start with a good basis like I have in here, then there's less need, for example, to go over an awful lot of EQing and everything. So the EQs are very sort of like basic and minimal when I do the videos, although I multi-track everything. I have my mixer there, I have the iPad here that I control everything. But yeah, so the bass in itself is great, really good sounding. They're incredibly versatile and flexible, because I've had videos in which I was doing heavier stuff, I had some ballady stuff, I had some middle of the road stuff. So, and it's a cymbal setup that I have. Eventually at some point I will get in touch with the good people at EMD, and I'm going to try and get a set of the crashes and the ride and the splashes of the Genghis Dual, so the dual finish series. They have a really sort of dark character, which I quite like. The sustain is not as long as this one, because this one will, you know, hold in there for a bit longer. So they have a slightly trashier sound, shorter sustain, and a darker sound as well. I quite like them. I think if you look in the videos, or I'll try and put a link to that video in the description of this one for you to have a look, because I did some videos with them. I think one of them was actually a Pink Floyd cover. So yeah, I will try and get some of those at some point. But other than that, yeah, so these are the cymbals that I have on my setup. Rest of the kits, main snare here, although it can vary, I have some more over there. This is a Gretsch 13x7 ash, so 13 diameter, 7 in depth, with a Remo Emperor coated on the top, and a Ambassador snare side clear on the bottom, and a 42-inch strand wire. Then the kit itself is a Yamaha 5000. Love it. It used to belong to Neil Primrose from Travis, the band. When I got it from him, it was 12, 13, 16. And then I managed to get the 8 and the 10 from another seller. And so this is what I have in here. So 8, 10, 12, 13, 16. Bass drum is 22. The snare, like I said, Gretsch. So yeah, those are all the cymbals. Again, like I said to you earlier, B20 hand hammered, different series in here, but as you can see they all blend incredibly well together. So I hope it helps. If you need any other you know, description of anything, if you'd like to hear anything else separately, by all means let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, take care.